So this is our friend Steve. We've been waiting for some time for him to come out and clean up, help us clean up on the RV area. He's a busy, busy man. He's in high demand.
This time of year.
Yeah, he's staying busy.
Making hay while the sun shines.
That's right. That's right. So he brought your tractor. Is that a track hoe? Is that what it's called?
Track hoe, excavator.
Uh-huh.
I still call it a track hoe.
Yeah.
But I guess technically it's an excavator.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Mini X.
So he's gonna use that, the power of that thing, to clean this area up. We've snagged a bee's nest. So we're watching to see where they go. Yeah.
Little handwork over there in that corner. There's kind of like one little flag, but it's real high up against that wall there.
Yeah. Rake it out, or
should
level it out.
Turn the water out of here pretty well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is great.
Good.
Yeah, thank you for your time on this.
Get her straightened down up here. Get you guys sitting up here on
Mr. Wayne and I have been working on the RV area. We had his friend come out with his track hoe, his excavator, and we cleared a bunch of area around here, scrapped some metal, and threw some stuff into a burn pile. And we also had him dig this ditch that you see here behind me for the water line down to the RV area. And last night it rained hard. It rained a lot, so this filled up full of water. This morning I came out and I drained it just using siphon and this garden hose here. It helped a little bit, but it didn't drain it all the way. It's probably clogged with mud. We do have an issue though, because this trench goes right in front of the driveway, and we hadn't filled in the dirt around the edges of the driveway. We did in front of the driveway after we put a 3-inch PVC conduit down and ran the water line through that conduit, but we didn't fill in the sides. And so this heavy rain caused some of the, well, what used to be dirt, some of the dirt to turn into mud and then collapse on the edges of the driveway here. So it's making the driveway unsafe to drive down because the ribbon driveway, the concrete piece of the ribbon driveway ends and it then turns into dirt, and that dirt is now not as compacted, therefore it's muddy, and anything heavy that's going to drive through it is just going to fall into the mud. So I did put down this piece of wood here that they can use to drive over the ditch where we put the conduit in, but we're going to have to really work on this today to keep it from becoming a huge mess, a hazard, and an unsafe driveway for them. We want to really make sure that Mr. Wayne and his wife, Miss Jackie, can safely get in and out of their house using the driveway. Okay, I put a couple boards down, starting on the concrete of the ribbon driveway, past the trench onto more solid ground. It's still pretty muddy all around. So I put 2 boards per side so that way they can drive over it without it collapsing in the trench. Rain started, so I brought you guys under shelter myself as well. So right now I'm just kind of waiting for the rain to subside, and then talking to Mr. Wayne about the issue. He's aware of it and how we're going to solve it. So we just wait for a little bit. This is day number 2 on the RV pad work. We have Steve behind us. He's filling in a trench that we put in that is used for the water line. So he dug down, we put in the water line, and we have it going here to the spigot for the water service to the RV pad. So Steve is filling it back in, and once he's done with that, then the next task is just general cleanup. So, well, looks like we're done, Steve. We got all the grading work done. We got the trench filled in. It's a lot of work.
As good as we can for as wet as we have.
Yeah, definitely. That storm that passed through definitely didn't help the situation.
Did not help. We could have done this in about 1/4 or less of the time if we were able to have done it the day it was dug and it hadn't filled up with water and half the dirt wash away. But it is
you work with you work with what you got.
That's it.
Yeah. Well, thank you for your help.
You're quite welcome.
This RV space now is ready to have its final cleaning, and we can start putting RVs up here. The first one to be put up here will be Katie and I, but Mr. Wayne plans on having plenty of visitors, both for farm help and for family and friends to come and use this space. So it's definitely a huge help for him to have it. Yeah, so cool. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
We'll see you guys later. Bye.
Goodbye.